Morning guys, so today is a stunning day and we have officially passed our last frost. So today I'm going to be hardening off, or I'm gonna start hardening off. I have been here and there, but it's never been really consistent just because it's been cold. And now it's stunning. So we're gonna take all these tomatoes and all of these peppers back behind me here. I took them out from the grow lights. And we're gonna set them outside in the backyard on some tables I have set up to get acclimated to being outside. So you may be wondering, is it really necessary to harden off my plants? And to that I say, yeah, it actually is really important to harden off plants. And the reason why is because when you've got plants that grow from seed outside, they're already acclimated to the variations in temperature, the variations in humidity, the variations in wind. And when you grow a plant in ideal conditions indoors, especially if you have them under a grow light, not facing any type of hardships or any type of struggles, they are less likely to be able to survive in the outdoor world until you get them acclimated to that same thing. And just putting them out into the garden without any prior preparation can send them into shock because they're just not used to the temperatures or the sun or the wind. And you could potentially lose every single one of your seedlings that you've spent so much time and energy and money into growing into those plants. So the answer to the question, what is hardening off plants, is basically just getting your plants adjusted to being in the outside world before taking the plunge and putting them straight into the garden. So I will start off by taking them all outside for about an hour, and then I will take them back inside, and then the next day I will do a couple hours and then take them back inside, and then the day after that I'll leave them out all day long. And I do that for about 5 to 7 days until I think that they're ready to go in the ground, and then it's time for planting. If I start hardening off my plants and it rains and I have to bring them back inside, or if it freezes and I have to bring them back inside, do I have to start the whole process over again? Generally, no. You should be able to just pick up right where you left off the next day after it's done raining really hard, or after the weather warms back up again. However, if it's more than a few consecutive days, I probably would start over. Just my personal preference, just because I wouldn't want to risk accidentally sending those seedlings into shock over just a couple extra days. So I can be patient if I absolutely have to be. So another question I get asked a lot is, when do I start the process of hardening off my seedlings? And the first thing I would say is to Google the name of your town and the words last frost date, and that'll tell you about what time it stops freezing in your area, and that's when you'll be able to plant frost tender things in the ground. I would also suggest that you go and look at your 10-day forecast around the time of when your last forecasted frost date is, and make sure that there are no or very minimal days that go below the freezing point. And that's when you want to start hardening off your plants. again, your last frost date's an estimation, so really keep an eye on the 10-day forecast. So I hope you found this information helpful for you. I hope that your gardening year is greater than ever. I hope your hardening off process goes smoothly, and I will see you on the next one.